Hi, fifth graders. I hope you're having a wonderful day on this Wednesday. I wanted to go over what your assignments are today. Remember that everything is accessible to complete through Google Classroom, so please try your best to do all assignments through Google Classroom. I know that some might be easier to do on paper, but especially like math, if you decide you want to do your work on a separate piece of paper and just type your answers in to the math sheet, that would be great. Next year with the Chromebooks, your expectation will be to do a lot. So the more practice you get with them now, the better off you'll be next year. So just consider it a trial run for sixth grade and try your best to do as much on the Chromebook as you can. If you need help, please let me know. The more specific you can be, that also helps so that I can solve the issue right away. We're going to finish up our measurement lessons today. You're going to be working with units of time, but it's going to be much larger units of measure than we did yesterday. I believe it goes all the way to a century, if I'm remembering correctly. So my computer's moving quite slowly this afternoon. This one is a little bit different than how we've done it before, but I do have a video going through the lessons. Your activity to complete is here. The video goes through the first 3 practice problems that are on the first page, and then your homework assignment is on the second page. So the 3 practice problems are there that I go through in the video, and then that should say 2 years. The rest look great. I don't know how I made a mistake there. Brain must have been thinking 104 weeks, 4 years. Who knows? Anyways, there's the practice problems. We have your homework assignment problems down here for you to try. Remember, you can do the math anywhere, but if you type in your answers on here, that would be great. Your math is there. We have 2 days left of the directed journal. If I remember correctly, today we're talking about schedules, I believe. Is today day 8 or day? Yeah, day 8. Okay, never mind. Not schedules, we're talking about food. So how have you gotten creative with food? Have you tried any new snacks or any new meals? Have you been more independent? Have you been eating more as a family? I guess I was thinking more along the lines of canceled kids in the kitchen. I know for me, we make a lot of omelets. I've become an omelet pro for breakfast. So is there anything for food now that you're able to have a full kitchen for lunch and breakfast and your snacks? I know my sisters say that they just snack all day long, so maybe that's something that you're doing. Remember to answer it in 5 complete 5th grade capability sentences in this document. I understand some of you may want to write it out, but typing practice is always good and encouraged, so please try your best to do it through Google Classroom. You have a quick assignment here. It's like a mini project for social studies. So I have a reading all about what the power of the state government, or I should say what the state powers are. It also talks a little bit about the federal government. And on the last page of this document, it actually talks about specifically the state powers. This is just an activity for reference, but you do not need to complete a cheat sheet about the federal powers. You guys are going to complete this activity on a document that I have separate. It's all about a little story for what the state has the power to do. For example, you could talk about your characters wanting to change a law with traffic. Maybe there was an accident that they want to address with a law. So your job is to write a story in this Google document that includes 8 of the state powers, and try to talk about your story with some characters, beginning, middle, end, problem resolution, and then talking about 8 state powers. So this should be something that is a complete story. 8 sentences is not a story as in like the state has sales power, the state has business power. I want to know actual sequence in the story. So maybe You have a character who is a construction worker, and he noticed while he was on the job site that there needed to be a specific sign to warn pedestrians, people crossing the road. So you could talk about him having an issue and bringing it to his representative for the traffic laws. You could decide that there needs to be a law for schools. I'm sure you all could come up with something creative there, but you should have specific main characters. It should have beginning, middle, end. The resolution should solve a problem in your story, and it should include 8 state powers. So this is just a short story that includes these qualifications. Now that kind of was a mini preview. I do have specifically a little video here that goes over the directions for this as well, and then some state government games on this link if you would like to play some more of the government games online. For science, you'll be completing an investigation. You do not need to turn anything in for this assignment. It just allows you to practice how the Earth is rotating, how fast it's spinning. You may want to ask a sibling or a parent to join you, though you can just use something like a lamp or a chair to also help you, but you're going to need someone or something to act like the sun. You do have a video here that goes very detailed into directions for this activity. For Hound Dog Troop book report, I did split up, like I said yesterday, the 15 slides. Today you should be finished with slide 10, and I have a video here to go through details if you have further questions. For Holy Week, the activity is here and the video to go through the assignment is there. I did create this document like I told you about the links, so if you want to do the watch and learn links that did not work in the assignment, you can click any of these that have the title of the slide on them to be able to view the videos. And hopefully that'll work for you. Lesson 23, please complete 3 different spelling activities. If you choose Spelling City as one, that should be one activity. All the activities you do should be in this packet. So if you choose to do another activity, write it down in this packet. That way I don't have to go hunting for it. I would like you to find it in this put everything in this one document for all of your activities. Spelling City is one option, so please use it for only one activity. The last one is grammar. You guys are using the resource called Quill. I hope that is going okay. You'll log in with Google here and work through the commas lessons. You have today and tomorrow to get as far as you can in the comma activities. It's similar to iExcel with immediate feedback, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for, is for us to improve our grammar skills with this digital resource. Again, my goal in working to develop all the activities through Google Classroom is that everything is completed in Google Classroom. I understand you may want to do some on paper, and that's okay, but the majority that you can do in Google Classroom is going to help me keep connected with your progress, going to help me be able to change activities if you need help, and be able to monitor things like that. Otherwise, for 3 weeks, I won't have any idea what you're doing. And because I have this completely set up so you can do it digitally, I'd really appreciate any effort you can do to make sure that you're doing everything in Google Classroom to the best of your ability. I do have some ways to practice states with your family if you want to try those. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And I don't know, I'm hoping to be able to check out the supermoon. It looks pretty blue out right now this evening, so hopefully I'll get to check it out. And if you guys got to see it last night, that's also pretty cool as we're learning about space. So you guys have a wonderful full day. Please let me know if you have any specific questions, and I'd be happy to help you. See you later.